moving on to the next story, Kambua. Now, Kambua, very, very beautiful musician in the gospel industry as well. It seems that we are talking about a lot of them today. Famously known for her many songs, including Usiku na Mchana, Kambua has been such an inspiration. She has done so many beautiful worship songs, and she looks gorgeous herself. And she's told us about her very, very intense story with regard to motherhood and her losses and her gains in motherhood as well. We know that recently, I think it was this year, she got blessed with a child, and we were very happy for her because she had mentioned that she had had a miscarriage before, and we were all very sympathetic. There was like a period there when a lot of people were coming out saying that they've been struggling with childbirth, and eventually they've gotten a child and they're pregnant, and we were happy for them at the beginning of the year, and I think late last year as well. But she got her baby this year, so she's now telling us a bit more with regard to this particular story of her and her children, her now child who she has in her hands. And she says that for quite a while, she was feeling very pressured because she would have people telling her things like, Harakisha, you get a child, it will give you good marketing, it will put you in a better place in the market. I swear, she said, someone actually said, ukipata ball, you will be marketable. This was another pregnant woman, another heavily pregnant woman telling her this, and it's like, wait, what? Anyway, she actually did continue to say that she was really trying to have a baby along with her husband, and she tried for a bit, but somehow she would find herself in a situation where she doesn't understand why. Even before people started actually trying to get her to, you know, get pregnant by telling her multiple times as if that's how it works, she did mention that she'd been trying for a bit, and she started now noticing it even a lot more when people started bringing it up a lot, right? She said that when you're trying to have a child, we were trying to have a child, and I started getting a little anxious. So I would mention it in safe spaces with my sisters and with my mom, and I would give them hints. But people started asking as well. The conversation started to shift in social gatherings, like, unapata mtoto lini? When are you getting pregnant? And unfortunately for her, it was very disappointing because every time she would receive menses, it would be an indication that she doesn't have a child. And fortunately or unfortunately, the signs of pregnancy and the signs of menses are so close to each other, as in you would not be sure whether you are actually pregnant or you actually just about to get your period. It is such a weird, twisted thing in the female body. So she wouldn't be sure until she would get her menses, and then it would just be another disappointment. And so eventually, when she actually did manage to get pregnant, she and her husband were so happy. He was on the ground kneeling and thanking God. She said that for the answered prayers, they were kneeling, they were thanking God, they were in prayer, they were happy, they were overjoyed. And unfortunately, they actually did go to the hospital, and then they were told by the doctor, this is about 8 weeks in, they were told by the doctor that, oh, there is no heartbeat. So imagine you've tried and tried and tried and tried. Finally, you're pregnant, and then you're told the baby is not alive. You have a stillborn baby. Now, that is already horrible. But the fact that they actually now have to take out this child from you, you know, and clean you up and all of these things, it's like, it is so painful to even imagine, not just the physical pain, but in addition, the pain of knowing, you know, you feel so heartbroken that your womb could not be home enough for a child. It can be such a torturing period of time. We're so happy now that she has a baby, but still, those are traumas that never go away fully. Those are memories that will never really fully go away. And if you're out there and you've had a miscarriage, you've had a stillborn child, an ectopic pregnancy, and you've not managed to see your baby, it is tough. We completely sympathize with you. It was never your fault. It just happens that the world works in mysterious ways and our bodies work in even more mysterious ways. But we apologize for that pain, and we feel for you, and we pray and hope that you find that usa, that calming feeling of peace at some point.
I think the takeaway from all of this is always extend grace and kindness to everybody. And by everybody, I mean everybody. Even that co-worker, maybe you're like, oh, menona. You know, be very sensitive with your words. You don't know what she's going through. You don't know what is happening behind closed doors. Or a newly wedded couple. hivi kutoka honeymoon unasema are you pregnant, kuriendaje? That is not how it works. Who will know after 2 weeks? As in, just be very patient and kind with people, and also be very conscious about how you speak to people. You know, before you say something, before it comes out of your mouth, run it through your brain again. If it sounds okay to say, then you can say. If it sounds unkind or it sounds insensitive, keep it in your mouth. Nobody has to know. Kama inakuwasha, wewe ni mtu wa umbea, kama inakuwasha, enda kimbia uchukue karatasi pahali, uandike, alafu uweke kwa handbag. As in, it's as simple as that. If it's not kind to anybody, and always ask yourself, why am I asking this question? You know, why am I asking somebody when I'm going to have a child? For what reason? Why am I asking second born anakuja lini? Why am I asking mbona hujaweka kengine? Especially the insensitivity when you've shared that you've suffered a loss and somebody's like, oh, now it's time for you to try again. Keep trying again. Maybe I don't want to try again. Maybe I don't want to risk the disappointment again. You know, guys, stop it. Anyway.